Good morning, day 30. Use up the food you have. So today is another day of cooking down the food. So far I've only spent $19 and some cents on groceries, and that was on produce, a couple other little things. If you're interested to see what I got, it's in my small haul a couple days ago. Alright, so let's see what's for breakfast this morning. Day 30, breakfast. Let's see what we can find today in our never-ending refrigerator. Okay, let's see what we have. This I'm going to have later. It's the rest of my not chicken fajitas, and I still have a little salsa left. So I'm going to have that. And with the avocado and some onion, so that's for later. I don't know, maybe a snack, or maybe it's enough for dinner. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. So let's see. I have onion bagels, or I have this delicious rye bread. So I think I'm going to have, I know I still have cheese, so let's see. I still have this roast beef stuff. Not in the mood for that. I think I'm going to have a toasted cheese sandwich. I have a little bit of this Gouda cheese left, so I have that. And I have the earth balance up here. So that's what I'm going to have today. I'm going to have a toasted cheese sandwich. So let's see what we still have in here, just to get some idea. I have this Follow Your Heart blue cheese. I haven't opened that yet. I'll have that on a salad. I still have some feta crumbles for a salad. And this is actually Violife Parmesan cheese that I haven't even opened. So maybe I'll have some spaghetti or something. But anyway, still lots of food. And let's see what we have for produce. I still have 4 avocados and a couple heads of romaine. All the carrots and everything else is gone. And down here I have the butternut squash. I saved a pepper to put in there. And oh, I do have 1 carrot, so that is going to be going into a soup. Maybe I'll make that. I don't know. We'll see. But today for breakfast, I'm going to have a toasted cheese. Hello again. All right, I found a couple more things, and I'm kind of excited about this because it's something different I want to try. So I have my rye bread, and I had saved a little bit of sauerkraut from New Year's Eve that I didn't cook in the thing, in the slow cooker. So I found that. I still am putting the Gouda cheese on there, but then I thought I could make a corned beefish sandwich because I have this vegetarian beef, vegan beef. So, but if you're a meat eater and you have beef left over or whatever, you could do the same thing. My recipes are very flexible. It doesn't have to be vegan. So what I'm going to do is put together a sandwich, and I'm going to bake it in the oven until it's crispy. I have a piece of foil here that I use to cover up a casserole, and I know it's not healthy to cook in foil, so I may wrap it in some parchment paper first, but I want to use this up too, so why not? So let me put this together, and I don't have any dressing. What is it usually? French dressing or Russian dressing they put on there. But I do have this mayo ketchup that I think would work really well. And I think I might put some pickle relish in with it. So let me go get that. Okay, so I have some sweet pickle relish here. And I always, it's bread and butter pickles. And I always keep a sweet pickle and a dill pickle relish in the fridge. It's another one of my staples that I keep on hand just for situations like this. And this is the Goya mayo ketchup. And I like these combinations, mayo must, mayo ketchup, mayo cranch or whatever. So I keep those stocked because you can do a lot with them. So anyway, I have some of the mayo ketchup and the sweet pickle relish, and I'm just going to use that as my dressing since I don't have the regular dressing. And I think that will work just fine. And that's a little sweet, and it'll balance the sauerkraut. So let me put this together. And, let's see, we'll put this aside. And then I'm going to put some of this relish on. And I'll put it on both sides. And I think it'll taste good. So if you don't have any French dressing or anything like that, I think this would work. Gotta be inventive when you make your food. Sometimes you can get something that isn't exactly like what you normally would use, but that's very similar, and you can use that. Okay, so I'm putting that on both sides. Hopefully you can see this. I'll bring you a little closer. There we go. Okay, so I have that on both sides. Then I'm going to put the cheese on. And be generous with your cheese. So this Gouda cheese that I bought has really gone a long way. It's another thing I keep on hand all the time is cheese, because you can do so many things with it. Alright, then I'm going to put some sauerkraut on here. And you can put on as much sauerkraut as you like. Some people like a lot, some people not so much. So I'm not going to go crazy with it. But I think that'll be a good balance with the mayo ketchup and the sweet relish. So I don't want the sauerkraut to be on top of the bread, because I think it might make it mushy. So I'm going to put the beef there. There we go. And I think just for the heck of it, to give the beef a little bit more flavor, I have these imitation bacon. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of that to give it a little more taste. Oh, that doesn't come out that side. Just a little bit. That's enough. Alright, so we'll see how this turns out. I'm going to bake this at 350 for maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes. But what else I want to do is I want to butter both sides, the outside of the bread. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, put it in the oven, and I'll show you the outcome once it's done. First day 30 of using up your food. It looks good, haven't tasted it yet, but it's really hot. So there we have it. All right, I just took a bite. It's delicious. I'll take another bite, but it is really hot. Super crunchy. It's a winner. So I ended up baking this at 375 for about 20 minutes until it was toasty. So if you have leftover beef or vegan beef, whatever you have, it's really tasty. All right, I'll see you later for dinner. Dinner day 30. Let's see what we can find. I don't feel much like cooking today. Well, this evening. So, let's see. I want to use up this fajita chicken. So we'll use that up. There's a little bit of that left. I'll take some of this salsa. So we'll have that. I'm going to finish up this Mexican cheese, or at least use most of it up. This is a little bit spicy cheese I made a long time ago. I have no idea how I made it, but I'll sprinkle some of that on. So that's good. And then I think way back there, yes, I have some tortillas. So I will get those out. So, and this, finish up this avocado. And slice up some of this onion. So I should be able to get a meal put together with that. So I'll meet you over at the stove. So I didn't feel like cooking rice today, so I looked in my pantry and I found this Loma Linda Hawaiian bowl, and I got that at the Dollar Tree a while back. And then from Whole Foods I got this organic bean trio, also from my pantry. So I want to add some of these beans to the Hawaiian bowl, to the fajita meat, and I cut up my part of my onion. It's a sweet onion, and I'm going to put that all in the bowl and heat it all up. And I'm probably going to add some of this chunky salsa, mild chunky salsa. And then I have a tortilla, and I'll wrap that in the tortilla, and I'll have one or two, and also some shredded cheese. So I'll be back when I get all that heated up. Okay, so on its own, this Hawaiian bowl is not my favorite. I like the Greek one, but the Hawaiian one, not so much. So if you don't like the way something tastes, before you pitch it, try changing the flavor of it a little bit and see if you can't make it more palatable. So, okay, here I mixed everything together. It's the beans, my fajita meat, and whatever else was in there, and the Hawaiian bowl. And then, so I added half of the package of this, half of the package of the 3-bean trio, and I also added some cumin to taste, and some of this complete. This is from the Dollar Tree. You can get cumin at the Dollar Tree too. So I have a little bit of that avocado. I'm going to put that on my tortilla wrap. So we'll put that down first. And I have a little bit more. I like avocado. You guys like avocado? So this is a quick meal because I don't feel like cooking this evening. So it's a combination of homemade and also pre-made. But like I said, if you don't like the taste of something, see if you can't maybe get some different flavors in there. Now I've got some lemon lime pepper here. I'm just going to sprinkle that on this avocado. It looks like I'm putting a lot on, but I'm not. There's hardly anything coming out because it's sort of a wet mixture. So there we go. And then I'm just going to put some of this on. Now, of course, again, I made enough here. This is going to be some other meals. So it just keeps going on and on. My refrigerator of endless food. So that looks like it'd be good. And I like the flavor of it now. It's tasty. So there we have it. And then I don't have sour cream, but I have my yogurt. So I'm going to drizzle a little of that on the top. Now if you want to make the yogurt into a savory, you can add some savory spices to the yogurt if you like. But I'm just going to leave it plain. Then I should have put this on before the yogurt, but it doesn't matter. It's all going in the same place. And this is just Mexican shredded cheese. And I think one of these will probably do me for dinner, but I have plenty left over for about 3 more. So there we have it. I'm going to wrap this up and have my dinner. So there we go, dinner day 30. Well, I decided I'm going to freeze 2 of these burritos. So those will go in the freezer, filling that back up. And then here I have the half of a can of beans, and I seasoned it with some cumin, some garlic salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and I'm going to put this in the fridge and just leave it till tomorrow. And then I think tomorrow I may make like a single serving or 2 servings of chili, and this is the rest of the Loma Linda, and I may put the chili over this. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, so that's going in the fridge. These are going in the freezer for another day. I can't cook my food down. Help! If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.